Front game today, man, apparently.
Alright, Juwan next to Don.
Sell my STEEZ. Know what's going on? Yes, Lord.
Bring your guys there. 9?
Yep.
Round 9 recap, man. Oh, we start these shits off, man. What's your major takeaways, bro?
Ooh, shit, boy, I ain't even ready. Major takeaways, bruh. Damn, I feel like there was something major that I noticed. Oh, bruh. Dissent really some bullshit, bruh. The dissent rule, bruh, like, I feel like I did that last week. But it's just, it needs to be, I think it needs to be double down on this week, bruh. The goalie got a bullshit one like fuck, bruh. When the game was turning, bruh, for Collingwood, bruh really just kept in his, really restrained himself as best he could, bruh. They really wanted the game, folks to be like robots, bruh. And Cullen's son, bruh. Cullen's son got hit with one, bruh, and he, come on, bruh, he just, you can see it wasn't no malice on his face, no abuse for the umpire and that shit. Also, one more thing. Actually, now I got two out of nowhere. The bumps, boy. Niggas been getting fucked up this week on the bumps, bro. Pretty wild, bro. So, I'll talk about it during the game, though. The rest of them.
It's funny, I got damn major takeaways line up a little bit. My major takeaway, I'm gonna take some time out, man. Shout out my boy Buku, man. Buku Cummins, man. Cullen's son, man. The boy, second game in it. Well, second game I seen him in the AFL, bro.
Third game total.
Yeah, boy turning up, man. Young man, getting numbers, getting touches, getting goals, bro. Hopefully he make, really an impact for the Dogs, man. I always like to see brothers of his level of melanin out there doing good, man.
Also, Richmond, bro. Biggie, little dark skin brother, made the debut, so that's what's up.
Yeah. All right, man, let's get into these games. First game, we got Magpies versus Dogs. Keeping it on Buku.
Keeping it on Buku, man.
Shit, I guess I'll go ahead, man. So this game, goddamn. This game, Dogs really dominated and demoralized, bro. First quarter, the game was pretty much over with. The Pies was missing Ginnivan and Pendlebury, bro. They really just won't even looking like themselves, much less a complete team out there, bro. And the Dogs, I'm still on the fence, bro, if they gonna snap back in form or not, man. This game, it looked like they definitely were back in form. The midfield was looking good. All their forwards got their touches on some goals, bro. So I still am leaning more towards this was an off game by the Pies, so I can't really be like, yeah, the Dogs is back yet, bro. So that's where I'm at with this game, man. Dogs, y'all did y'all shit. Pies, y'all's ass. It is what it is.
Yeah, like you said, brother, it really was the story of the Dogs midfield this game, bro. I mean, obviously, as you would expect. Shalor had a very good game against us. It kind of seemed like he took it personal against Collingwood, his old side, bro. Dunkley was in there. Bont came back. Granted, he played a lot of forward, too. But it really just looked good, bro. Buku got, like you said, he got involved, bro. I think he had 2 goals, like you said. Did he have 2 goals?
Yes, he did.
I think he had 2 goals this game. He did get hit with a dissent. Matter of fact, both those dissent situations was this game, bro. Yeah, I think Dogs really just defended well. They really kind of squeezed Collingwood early on, bro. I think Collingwood was kind of looking like the Dogs as far as the forward line, bro. Nobody could really get shit going too much except for Clay. I almost called it boy Clayton Oliver, Ollie Henry, David T. Jr. Buku had 3 goals. So shout out to that young brother. But Ollie Henry was the only one who really seemed to be able to catch a mark inside 50. But he was the one who had, I think he had 4 misses in front of the goal, bro. So shit just wasn't going well for Collingwood. Like you said, Pendlebury was out, Ginnivan was out, so they were without some pieces. But even with those pieces back, as we all know, they started hot this season, but just been sliding as the season goes on, bro. They're struggling to find some form at the moment. I think Aaron Naughton had a little scary moment where he got injured, bro. So just keep an eye on that. Want to see if he'll be healthy. He stayed on the field, bro. He had, I don't know if it was a knee injury, but it didn't look too good, bro. He was hobbling.
For sure.
Yeah, knee injury, bro. So they can't really afford that, I think. I think Collingwood first goal came when the Dogs had 39 points, so they kind of let you know how it was going. I think Collingwood made a slight push towards the end of the game, but really the goalie dissent rule really fucked that whole motion up. and the Dogs really just settled into the game. Well, I already settled the game, but they really put the finishing touches on. I think Jordan Sweet was good for the ruck. I didn't think that he would be able to put some type of performance like that in the ruck to be able to cover for Tim English. So that was good. They might have found a gem right there. And that's really what it was, bro. Collingwood didn't look good. Their best is good, but their worst is trash. So kind of worried about them boys, man.
Yeah, next game we have Hawks versus Tigers. So this game, man, I said, man, the four lineup is crazy, bro. The Tom Lynch, Dusty, Rewalt combo is crazy, and the 450, bro. They just having those titles to look at, bro. I don't know, man. No, I almost forgot who they played there. Goddamn. But Hawks, for the Hawks, bro, I really didn't watch this game. I'm not gonna speak too much on this game, but Sicily did have a crazy stat that I really never seen before. This bro had 24 disposals and 23 of them shits was kicks, bro. So I was like, as soon as he was getting that bitch was to boot to ball quick as fuck, man. So definitely a game I'm probably gonna check out later, especially for that Sicily performance, because that doesn't even seem real, bro. You weren't even looking for the handball, only one over the whole game. That just seemed crazy. But yeah, Tigers. I think that forward line is gonna be crazy. Regardless, bro, y'all got the midfield that can get the ball to them. Y'all got a quick, explosive midfield, high defensive pressure, and then you pick it up and you look down your 450. You got them three, bro. You comfortable. So I think the Tigers might make finals this year for sure.
So this game I thought would be pretty good, bro. Coming into this week, Tigers got Vlosten and Prestiabeck. Those are two of their premiership players. One in the mid, obviously, and one in the back. Both key players. The Hawks just go through spells, bro, like where they just go missing, bro. And there was a majority of this game where they just had spurts where they look good rather than looking bad. This game, Richmond won the midfield battle, bro. Short in there, bro. Cochin looking good, bro. Dusty had some midfield. They're easing them into the midfield too, so I think that's where it'd be most dangerous. And it's just looking too crazy, bro. I think the Hawks have that little quick attack that they have with Dylan Moore. And matter of fact, Gunston got hurt. He fucked his ankle up, I think, this game. I think he played the rest of the game out, but obviously wasn't quite enough, bro. They just needed to be able to defend Richmond. And like Jawan said, them boys were just explosive through the middle, bro. Shea Bolton has found form, bro. These last couple of weeks, he's really been turning up. And Lynch, it was a Lynch versus I forgot who was matched up on Tom Lynch. But it was a good battle down there, but Tom Lynch ended up obviously holding it down, bro. He found some form recently in these last couple of weeks, really, I think almost the last month he's been turning up. And really, Richmond just took the game on, bro. They just took the game on. They seem to be playing how they did. I would imagine during the premiership times, bro, with the pressure that they bring in and just the squeezing that they are, they're doing pretty good, bro. One thing I noticed about this game was the Dylan Moore and Kazi Pickett bump, bro. Nah, not Kazi Pickett, my bad, wrong Pickett. Marlon Pickett. Bro, this is one of the bumps I was talking about, bro. Dylan Moore really got fucked up off this. I don't think this was even the worst one this week, but just keep an eye out on, bro. He'll probably be out a couple weeks, man. Shit, Pickett might be out a couple weeks too for that. But Tom Lynch, bro, just to highlight how much he been turning up, bro. He had 32 goals in 2020. He had 35 last year. He has 31 right now, and he has 17 in the last 3 weeks. So that boy been turning up. Safe to say them boys is dangerous, bro. They are looking like a finals threat. I think I agree with you. I think them boys might be going. If they keep this up, it's gonna be hard to stop them boys. So.
Sleepers, bro. Goddamn. Next game we got North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide, and this was definitely an ass whoop, man. Port is looking like they're back in form. This someone probably was right. Maybe one of the only things he's been right about all year, that Port was probably the best 0-5 team that might ever will be, because right now they're on a 4-win game streak, bro. We'll see if they keep it up next week. y'all don't get much credit for beating North because they asked too. But y'all did win this pretty handily. All the forwards got involved. Midfield was decent, bro. Backs really wasn't needed like that. Let's see if y'all can do it against Geelong, man. Y'all got the pass this week for sure.
Not only that, just North came in with a late out. Simpkin didn't play, and he was like the hardest worker on their team. So the fact that he's out, should have kind of knew it was going to be a slaughterhouse. On the port side, Tom Jonas was out with the health and safety, but like you said, they really didn't need too much on the defensive end this game. Port dominated the contested possessions this game, really just bullied them boys up in the trenches and the guts. 41-6 was the score at quarter time. The game was already wrapped up, bro. North actually did win quarter two by like I think 1 point or two. They really they remained a little competitive quarter 2 and 3, but really 1 and 4, they really just laid down and took the ass whooping, bro. The forward line was balanced between Georgiades, Marshall, I think, and Finlayson, with the first two having 3 goals and Finlayson ended up having 2. So, and boys hitting on all cylinders, it looks like, bro. They have found the form 4 in a row, and I'm interested in this Geelong matchup, bro. Geelong coming off a loss, and Port on a win streak. So Geelong has, I would say, look a little shaky, but it'd be interesting. That's for the tip of the deal, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
next game we have St. Kilda versus Geelong. This might have been the upset of the round. Upset of the round for him. One upset I definitely enjoyed. But anyways, for this game, Geelong.
I just realized
Geelong was up in the half, man. Geelong really came out strong, but Saints really just held true, bro. This is one of those games they just put their head down and got into it, bro. They midfield, the Saints midfield, bro. They holding strong, bro. Goddamn.
have to now.
Crouch, St. Clair, and Gresham, bro. They've been holding it down for the midfield shit. Even when Jack still was playing, I think they still outperformed him most games. Jack still was definitely in that conversation though, but Crouch has definitely been a player that I wasn't expecting to goddamn be who the fuck he is this year, and he's really been holding it down for them boys. It's really the Saints midfield that's getting the job done, brother, and they held out against Geelong, who has a tough, aggressive, experienced midfield, and it looked like Geelong they ran out of gas towards the end, bro. Saints stayed in it. Max King got his shit, man. Goddamn Membry. The Saints is looking decent, bro. I feel like I don't know where I will put them boys, bro, but they definitely still a question mark team in my book, bro. But they got the talent for sure.
Yeah, I think we can't talk about the Saints of this game without talking about the 2 ruck situation that they had with, and this is exactly why I definitely overlooked this when I tipped Geelong to win this game. Just the Ryder and the Ron Marshall combination, bro, and Reece Stanley being hurt, injured. I think he still played, but it was just really domination in the ruck position, bro. And I think that it is an argument as far as the midfields go, bro. Dangerfield, I don't think he's been playing too great. Selwood came in, gave him a little energy, bro. I think the ball movement looked pretty good in the beginning. They moved the ball with freely. But I think Saints weren't out of reach at all in the game when they weren't hitting on. I think their delivery inside 50 in the beginning of the game wasn't as clean as it could have been, but they kept themselves in the game, bro. Like the midfield been turning up. Seth Ross, Gresham, Jack Steele. I think Sinclair actually be off the half-back line. But and there's another midfielder in it, Crouch too. I think he's probably been the most impressive. And Steele got hurt this game, and he'll be out. He really toughed it out and moved to the forward line after he got hurt. So salute to Jack Steele, bro. Everybody knows he's one of the toughest competitors in the AFL, but he'll be out. So it'll be interesting, bro, to see how that midfield can stack up and can do without the captain. But with the ruck situation, I don't think they're really going anywhere too far. What I got to say? Geelong midfield just couldn't stack up towards the end of the game, bro. Well, really in the second half, they did a good job. I think you highlighted Max King. Max King and Sam DeConey had a nice little battle down there, bro. Battle of the youth, the two tall boys. So if that's anything that we'll see in the future, bro, that'd be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It's hard to say which one really won the battle because Sam got the fucking intercepts, but King obviously did his thing with the marks and the goal. And Jack Higgins had another concussion, bro. Something to be worried about. I think that's 2 this year, and I don't know if he had any prior to this year. I think he did. I feel like I remember, but yeah, man, that's something definitely to worry about, bro. When it comes to player health, bro, multiple concussions in a row, man. Just hate to see it, man. Yeah, Saints definitely made me eat my words, bro. I thought Geelong would kind of win this, just knowing how inconsistent the Saints are. But they might be building some consistency this year, bro. I think that inconsistent reputation that they have, I think it might be going down the toilet, man. So we'll see.
All right, man. Next game we got Sydney Swans versus Essendon Bombers. Another ass whoop. So this game, you've been saying Sydney usually doesn't turn up unless they got magic from one of the three. And this game they had the Papley magic, man. Papley came out, did his thing, put numbers on the board, bro. Essendon really didn't have a chance. They was really outclassed the whole time, bro. Ain't really too much to talk about this game, bro. Sydney really just whooped their ass first quarter all the way to the final buzzer.
Dyson Heppel's 200th game, bro. So this is what be crazy, bro. Is who's on the end of a good milestone? Like, are you about to get your ass whooped this milestone game, or is your team about to show up for you? And Dyson Heppel, if everybody knows, is the defender for Essendon, bro. And they got their ass whooped the whole game, bro. I think he scored a milestone goal this game too, bro. But obviously, it's pretty deflating, I imagine, to lose. Sydney was barely threatening this game, like you said, bro. They really excellent ball movement. Essendon pressure was really ass terrible. We know they haven't been defending well this year. One key statistic I think you'll find interesting, bro. Essendon had 30 tackles this game, bro.
Boy,
when they beat Hawthorn, they had 24 in that fourth quarter.
That shit crazy as fuck. 30 in a game, bro.
Callum Mills, the midfielder for Sydney, had 13 this game. So that just goes to show you, it's the effort, bro. It's effort. Essendon just does not try, bro. They ass, bro. So lack of pressure, bro. They got dominated with possession. Let's not forget, Darcy Perry got his numbers though. What the fuck does that mean, bro? Not a bitch ass thing. I don't even try to hear that shit. But Sydney, I will say, bro, Callum Mills turned up. He had a great game. But when Sydney's winning, bro, I noticed Chad Warner's in the middle of that, bro. I like Chad Warner as a player, bro. He's a dog, bro. Not a Western Bulldog, but he be getting into it, bro. He seems like a fearless player, bro, when he's on, and I like to see him turn up on the footy. This game, Josh P. Kennedy, he passed Gary Ablett Jr. for the most career contested possessions of all time. So congrats to him. And Sydney snapped the 2-game losing streak, bro. They were kind of looking shaky this year, but in recent form, but they lost to both the Queensland teams, Gold Coast and Brisbane. They were able to snap this streak. Another one of the bumps happened this game. James Rowbottom bumped Zach Merrick, got fucked up. And yeah, that shit was definitely a dirty play, bro. So I'm about to drop that boy on, what's that shit called? Ultimate Footy. And I want to give credit to John Caldwell for taking that tough mark against Tom McCartan. The one where they called the front contact where they both went.
Yeah.
So definitely fearless. Actually, I want to give credit to both of them players, bro. And salute to John Caldwell especially for catching that mark, though, bro. So that's the only thing I can really applaud Essendon on, bro. They really ass right now. And I don't know. Dyson Heppel seemed to, he's talking it up good, like the team's going to turn it around, but I don't see it, bro.
No, me either. Yeah. All right, moving on. Next game, we got Adelaide Crows versus the Brisbane Lions. And this game was another ass whoop. Not as bad as the other ones. The Crows actually held on pretty good the first half. Rory Lard bitch ass. God damn, he was great this game. Adelaide, I think I'm starting to respect their midfield a little bit, bro. Not enough for them to win games, bro. But I think I'm seeing what they're trying to do with Rory and Ben Keys, bro, and then Shane McAdam, bro. I see the pieces, bro, but it's just not clicking every time. but when it does, they can be a dangerous team. But against Brisbane, that ain't gonna happen, bro. Brisbane, you gonna need all 4 quarters. You gonna already have to need to know how to play, bro. All Brisbane had to do was keep up with them boys, and when Adelaide was gassed out, it was pretty much over in that second half, man. So, Brisbane, bro. On the other hand, man, I'm looking at y'all kind of funny, bro. I'm looking at y'all with the side eye after that first half. I definitely think y'all could have did more. I think there was some mistakes there, bro, but y'all got the job done at the end of the day, so it is what it is.
It was a competitive first half. I was surprised to see Adelaide really came out with that type of fight against a team with that is held as high as Brisbane is, to be honest. So shout out to Adelaide for the first half. Tex scored the first. Tex bitch ass, I might add, scored the first goal. Scored the first goal of the game, but Brisbane really responded with 4 straight. I think Charlie had 2 of those in that 4 straight. And McAdam really got them boys going first, at least in the first half. He had 2 goals, I think, and gave Adelaide actually a 15-point lead. And Adelaide made a run of their own. Brisbane just really, you just can't hold Brisbane down for too long. Even though they're plagued with the tall forward injuries, Brisbane really surged to 8 straight and then scored 11 of the next 12 goals. Behind the backs of their small forwards, they definitely been holding the weight. McCarthy been turning up, Charlie been turning up, and Bailey had turned up. So they're really doing their things, holding it down while Danaher's out, and Hip was trying to find his consistency back as he came back from injury, and Dan McStay as well. So they got holes down there, but they seem to be covering it well. Adelaide only had 2 goals in the second half, so testament to Brisbane's defense. They really locked in, made it a point to make sure to win this game in the second half. And yeah, I will agree on the midfield from Adelaide. I like Laird. Laird's good, and really Jordan Dawson off halfback and amazing midfield, and Ben Keys. They really did their thing this game. And Jackson Hatley, or Hatley, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they actually had decent games. To give some credit to Adelaide, at least for the little that they did. And yeah, I think the key thing with Brisbane is as long as them small forwards keep holding it down, bro, I think they can really compete with anybody, bro.
For sure. All right. Next game we got Gold Coast. Gold Coast versus Freo.
Upset of the week.
I was actually very happy with this game, bro. Oh man, appreciate y'all Gold Coast, man. I definitely needed somebody. Gold Coast the humblers, bro. Y'all goddamn going around when niggas on their little hot streak, bro. Everybody talking them up, bro. Gold Coast is the people that come around and be like, hell no, y'all niggas ain't that much better than us, bro.
For no reason.
Y'all right here with us, bro. So
We got the dogs.
appreciate that Gold Coast, man. Y'all, it's no predicting when y'all are gonna win or not gonna win, bro. This ain't the tip video, but it's always good to tip against y'all. But when y'all win, bro, y'all really fuck some people's heads up, bro.
Every time.
And I appreciate that. Took Miller, my nigga. You did that. That's right.
It's hard to really single out any Gold Coast Suns this game because a lot of them did so well this game, I would say, behind the back of suffocating pressure. They really took a page out of a Freo book. It's crazy, really just to see how they came. I think Gold Coast has shown that they can play defense at times. I think they were stronger on defense last year than they were on offense, obviously. Really, with Isaac Rankin turning up, has kind of lifted them to a new level. They definitely needed that with Ben Keys injured and Ben King injured, and obviously having an unreliable target like Levi Casbolt, bro. You obviously in a perfect world you don't want him as number 1, but Cho had 4 goals this game. He did his thing, bro. I give him a little credit, man. It's just crazy, bro. Cause okay, so Freo didn't score a goal second or third quarter at all. Lock them boys down, bro. And really, that's shit that Freo do, bro. 30, bro. But really, it's crazy because the Suns won this game off 36 inside 50s, bro. And Freo had 64, bro. So that's crazy. That lets you know how much they strangled them boys. And Freo obviously had the ball and really were getting their entries, but really were bombing it down the line too much, bro. Really not specifically picking out a target, whether it be lob or whoever they wanted down there, bro. Nobody really presented or was able to break away from the Gold Coast defense, bro. So they set up well. Jared Witts did well, bro. I seen him get beat up a little bit in the ruck. So I was like, when I started the game, I was like, this ain't gonna be a good game, bro. But he scored the first goal of the game, so that lets you know that Gold Coast was on a mission, bro. If the ruckman, tall ass boy like that, pushing up, scoring goals, turn up, boy. Toot Miller, give him credit too. Matt Rowell contested possession, bro. It's really just you can't single anybody out. This is definitely a team effort, bro. Isaiah Rankin had 11 scoring involvements with most of his disposals most of his touches being contested, bro. So salute to him, bro. And you just can't. You don't know when the Suns are gonna win, bro, or when they're gonna lose, like you said. I think they're becoming a little bit more reliable. They're not the same. I don't think this is the same Gold Coast team as last year. They seem to be a little bit stronger, bro. Until they give us another shit performance, bro. So.
Yeah. Next game, we got GWS versus Carlton, man. Guess I'll go ahead and get into this. To keep it simple, GWS had a lot of shit going on, man. Coach leaving, which is the main thing, bro. I don't even know if they got do they have their next coach lined up? I think they did it announce.
Just like a little interim, but no full-time coach.
So ain't really no telling what GWS is gonna be these next coming weeks or what they're gonna turn into, bro. And coach is definitely probably the biggest, most important part of the team's identity. And I don't know, man. GWS, they play good. I mean, they got the talent, they got the aggression, they got the effort, bro. But without a coach, they're gonna be lacking direction, bro. And it's too many players on the field not to have everybody on the same page under one person. So GWS, it's gonna be tough for them in these upcoming games. Carlton midfield held it down, bro. They core midfield is just too good to be shaken by a team that's not even stable right now, in my opinion. And it was a lot closer than I thought it would be, but Carlton did still come out with that win, man.
So I agree with you on everything except one thing. I will say I don't agree with them with the effort because this game, how many people was it? A lot of their main players had their season lows this game. Toby Green, Stephen Canelio, Callum Warden, and Lockie Whitfield. 4 of the main players, bro. I think really 4 of the top 6 most talented players in my opinion. And it really just, I will say they have flashes. I think at the end of the first quarter when we looked like we were kind of getting away, they brought that shit back. They really didn't even need much time, which is kind of worrying for Carlton, bro. They didn't need much possession to be able to do that, bro. But in the beginning of the game, before they really started coming back, bro, it was, I think, over half of the first quarter where they didn't even have the ball in their fourth half, bro. So we were definitely turning up. I was kind of surprised given that the ruck situation that we all know, we don't have Pitt on that right now. But this is the one thing that worried me did happen. Bruce did turn up in the ruck, bro. I think he had like 40 plus, 44 hit outs, if I'm not mistaken, dominated Tom DeConing there. But I'm glad that our midfield was able to stabilize that, bro. And we were able to get the first use of the footy a lot. And in the beginning, at least, before they started turning up and they started getting the first use of the footy. I think we trapped them up. We trapped them boys pretty good, bro. Until we really giving the free kicks away. That's what kind of got them coming back into the game. So we just need to work on a little bit of discipline there. I think Jake Riccardi, one of their forwards, I think was one of their main forwards that was a catalyst into getting them going as well. So salute to him. He kind of put me on notice a little bit. I would always expect Himmelberg to be the one doing all the damage, or really even Green. But Riccardi kind of put the team on his back a little bit in the moments that they needed him. Cripps, I think it's worth noting that he was in a ruck a lot. There was a lot of times where he took ruck duties and didn't play in the midfield, so he didn't get as many touches, and his game didn't look as great as far as the eye test. So he kind of sacrificed his role, bro. So that's respect for the captain, bro. I salute you on that. Really in the second quarter, like I said, GWS really continued their threat, bro, and we were kind of looking a little worried, bro. They kept chipping into the lead, and really I think it ended at halftime with a tie. Josh Kelly was actually, like I would say, probably their best midfielder. He turned up, I think he had 30 plus touches, doing his thing out there, man. It became an arm wrestle, bro, between Carlton and GWS, and really we were able to stabilize it, bro. We were able to keep it going, bro. Our stars stood out in the fourth quarter between Walsh and Wiedering and really Cripps and There's somebody, Charlie Curnow, that turned up as well. We had 5 goals in the fourth quarter and really able to turn it up and separate it. But it wasn't a complete ass whoop, a safe lead, but it was definitely a game where we looked vulnerable a little bit. Zach Williams fucked his Achilles, not his Achilles. I was worried that it was Achilles, but it was a calf muscle. But he'll be out in extended time. Jesse Motlop had his first goal. Salute to the new blue brother. Shout out to that boy. And also, my boy George Hewitt, bro, had some questionable kicking, bro. We could have been up a couple more goals, man, but just questionable kicked inside 50, questionable shots on goal just were inaccurate. I wouldn't even say the moment was bad. It was just the accuracy of the kick. So tighten up on that, Georgie, man, and we'll be straight, man. So overall, good win on Carlton's made, man.
All right, so last game of the round, we got West Coast Eagles. West Coast Eagles all day, every day versus Melbourne Demons.
All right, so this game definitely wasn't encouraging for West Coast that Josh Kennedy was out, laid out in the beginning of this game for a knee soreness. West Coast really was under the pump in the beginning of the game. I think it was probably the worst part of the game for them, to be honest. Melbourne went inside 50 20 times, and they ended up leading, have a 32-point lead at the quarter time. Tom McDonald and Kazi Pickett were really getting goals at the forward line as the main forwards. I won't just discount what Connor West and Tim Kelly were doing in the midfield because they got their touches. They were actually competitive. And we all know them boys in Melbourne in the midfield, bro, strong between Oliver and Petrarca. But they did get a little pressure alleviated with Petrarca, who moved forward a lot this game, but that just gave Clayton Oliver more opportunity to dominate in the middle, which he did. And Melbourne dominated stoppages and contested ball, what you expect from them. It was just an inaccuracy where I think they could have been better at, and we know this can be a problem for them. And but Melbourne, they only had 2 goals across the second and third quarter too, right? So y'all defense was really holding it down, bro, in times where it's needed. The 2 boys in the back, McGovern and Barras, bro, they're always gonna do their thing, bro, in the back, because they're constantly under the pump, bro. So they're doing as much as they can. I always respect them like I respected Wiedering and Jones last year. And another bump happened here with Liam Ryan. Had a high bump against Jake Bowie, the young GOAT. So he might be in a little hot water. We might not see Ryan next week, but West Coast was decently competitive for some of the game, man.
All right, man. So this game, great win for West Coast, first of all, man. 5-8-38 to Frio's 4-9-33, man.
Gold Coast.
Great win for West Coast this game. 5-8-38 to Frio's 4-9-33, man. Definitely fucked them other West Australia boys up, man. So, goddamn, definitely great win for the Coast, man. Yeah, we did it against Melbourne. Y'all did it against Gold Coast. So y'all niggas ass. We up on y'all boys. West Coast taking back title rights for real West Australia team, nigga. Fuck for you. But anyways, other than that, man, Demons really came out and did what they were supposed to do. They moved us around, bro. We still experienced, bro. I was already questioning what we were going to do when we were taking Patrick Nash out when he's been really one of our most consistent this year. He still ended up getting time because of injuries, bro. He came on as an emergency sub anyway, bro. And, bro, like I said, bro, the effort is there. It's weird because the last 2 weeks, the effort has been coming back, but the skill just isn't there. We still look like an ass team, bro. The ball is going nowhere. It's taking all our players to move to the back for us to get to the forward, and then nobody's in the forward, bro. Yeah, we're ass, bro. And we're also continuing the trend of only having 1 goal in the first half, bro. I think this is the 3rd game in a row, probably like the 5th game this season as this is happening, bro. So it's not looking like it's getting better per se. Might as well start aiming for that wooden spoon, bro. But because I really don't see who we're gonna win. Shit, maybe Essendon, maybe North, bro. But look at the people we gotta compare ourselves to, man. This shit's looking ass. And
y'all played North twice?
Yeah, maybe not. So shit, we already got our ass whooped to North once. So maybe we'll get Essendon, man. But Damn, I think the rest of our season is kind of tougher.
We all played twice this year, you know?
Shit, not off the top of my head other than bitch ass Frio.
And you already played Collingwood.
Hell yeah. So yeah, man.
Adelaide.
They fucked us up. Yeah, man. That's us, man. That's us game, man. That's us game. That's West Coast game, man. That's all 9 games this round. Shit, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit, man. You on the Patreon, y'all fuck with us on the Patreon. Travel shit get expensive. YouTube shit could definitely be upgraded, man. So definitely fuck with us. God damn, fuck with us on that. Everything in the description below. I think that's about it, man.
About it. Round 9, wrapping it up.
Hey, yeah, till next time. Yeah.